Associations is key for your success. Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrick, and this is episode 113, Associations on Empower Your Pattern 2.0. Did you know that there are success principles and patterns that teach you how to receive more? How to enjoy and live a better and extraordinary life right now? Well, I'm Jimi Hendrick, motivational speaker, success, confidence, and thrive coach, member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I'm here to show you these success patterns. Let's go. Mid-September 1996. My ex-wife, Kris and I, had a lot of struggles for the past 3 weeks. I was having trouble getting my student loans approved through the college and everything. I think Kris was struggling as to why she was going to school. It wasn't an easy time for us. And so our friends Nathan and Dawn invited us to go with the team to what would be my second network marketing convention in Fort Worth, Texas. The first one was in Waco. So now we're going to Fort Worth. Now, let me tell you something. This might be an online course which I will form called the Daily Dozen. It is the 12 patterns to empower your pattern. Okay, so I want you to understand that one of those is association. Okay, first is strive for excellence in everything you do. I would hear Bill Britt and Steve Ridley at that convention talk about striving for excellence in everything you do. And they talked about associating with the right people. And on occasion, when the associations aren't really rubbing off, giving yourself a checkup from the neck up. And so that's a concept I've kind of adopted as well for Empower Your Pattern. Now, I'm not aware as to how much Kris learned at the time. It was kind of an emotionally charged past few weeks for me and her. But striving for excellence in everything that we do and associating with the right people were some of the deep lessons that I learned. Now, you might wonder, well, there's the 10 rules of Empower Your Pattern. How's that fit in? Rule number 3 and number 5 interchangeably. Success leaves clues and create your own pattern. Because you use the clues you learn from the success of others to create your own pattern. Because you see, that's something I firmly believed in. It's something I started to adopt into my personal philosophy and personal pathology. Ironically, beginning around the time of September 1996. Shoot, at that point, me and Kris and I were even beginning to discuss marriage. I mean, it had always been a part of the equation. We knew we wanted to get married. But first things first, we had to learn some things about association, who to associate with. Because I know that was something that she struggled with. And to some degree, back then, even though I didn't know it, I had that same problem. Reactive friends like Brad and Jim Bob. And so association is something that you need to know to be on top of your game. Alright? Now, let's just do this a little bit. I'm going to give you a verse from the Bible. And this is the verse. Proverbs 13:20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise. Just think about that. I'll get back to you in a minute. But first, a word from one of our sponsors. Juris Destiny Academy, beyond the podcast, is being set up as a school on the online course Teachable. Be on the lookout for skills for classes like public speaking, possibly public relations, the 10 laws of entrepreneurship. Juris Destiny Academy, Hendrick Juris Destiny Academy School is an arm of Hendrick Health and Empowerment. Alright. You think about that. One of the things I learned that weekend was to major in the majors, not in the minors. You make a big thing out of a little thing, you're not going to succeed. You major in the majors. And part of that is associating with the right people. Mentorship, okay? Mentorship is very important. And you also might need, I think mentees are helpful. Mentors, mentees, and mates. Now, the mentors are the ones that have been there where you want to go. And they give you the guidance and they give you the steps. Now, they don't micromanage you or hold your hand. So that can be a problematic issue for you. But once again, this goes into the importance of association. Because you see, to them, success leaves clues. Success doesn't leave the whole puzzle solved. If it did, if it's everybody would be doing it. But you see, that's the thing. Everybody's doing it crowd, the reactive crowd, it's kind of like, we want this puzzle solved right now, and we don't care about these clues. And see, unfortunately, that's one problem that my ex-wife had at the time, because she wanted the puzzle solved right then and there and now. I wanted, and they're like, and one of our sponsors, I'm going to give him the pseudonym named Kelly. Number one, because it's so long ago. Number two, because it's so reactive events I really like going to. He was a good man, but to protect his identity, I'll call him. And Kelly used to say, you know, Kris, I wanted this to happen yesterday too, but we don't always get what we want. But are we associating with the right people? Are we accountable? Are we teachable? Are we these things? Why do you think at the end of each podcast of Empower Your Pattern, I say, do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And you do what others don't so you can have what others can't. Because the people that are in the reactive culture that claim they want to succeed, they just sit there and take it. Okay? They just sit there and take it, and that's the problem. Now, I've got about a minute or so, but I've got to say this. Even though she had this problem, she and I began to develop some of the charisma and the gusto, the gusto to get out there and start working on our business. Now, she took control of most of it after a while. Of course, I'm not going to go into the details about what happened, but the fact of the matter is, who you associate with, that's what matters most of all. And so, because see, if you're associating with reactive people, you're just sitting there and taking it. You don't want to do that. That's a problem. That's the problem that most of society has decided to adopt. Now, that being said, I hope you enjoyed listening to Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of being a citizen of the Pattern Realm. You're all citizens of the Pattern Realm, but I'm directing you in the Empower Your Pattern universe. And like this series, we've been going back in time. Some point, to fill up the rest of the episodes, we're going to be more in the present moment. But this is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, do what others don't so you can be what others won't. Do what others don't so you can have what others can't. And you choose, and you act, and you pursue happiness. God bless.